Welcome to chemistry class, Teacher Black Adam. We have nitrogen there as a compound and the reaction. So nitrogen is zero charge, and then there we need to know what's the charge for nitrogen in ammonium. So that's x plus 3. Hydrogen is 1, so x plus 3 times 1 is equals to 0. So x is going to be negative 3. So nitrogen there gives a negative 3 charge. So from 0 to negative 3, so that's moving to the left side of the axis, then that's a reduction. And then hydrogen, let's look. Hydrogen again moves from 0 and then 2, because we know that hydrogen there gives us 3. Okay, so that would be hydrogen, that would be positive 3 there. So that means that's going to be once again oxidized. Okay, so even if it would move from 0 to positive 1, that would be oxidized. Then we have iron there, iron and aluminium. So those are metals. So let us see the activity series. We have aluminium there, aluminium on there, aluminium, and then we have iron there, which is iron, whether it's 2 plus or 3 plus. And then an activity series, we know that aluminium is on top and then iron is at the bottom. So that means that the one on top there, as we move upwards, you can see that increase in oxidizing. Okay, so oxidization increases. So that means the aluminium will undergo oxidation, and then that will be reduction for iron, and aluminium will undergo oxidation because it's on top. So in the activity series, if it's on top, then that is going to undergo oxidation. And then chloride there, that will be 0 because it's a compound, and there that's going to be negative 1. So that's reduced, 0 to negative 1, reduced. So sodium there, that is going to be sodium plus. Sodium, nothing will happen to sodium, so sodium will be a plus there, and it's also going to be a plus on the chlorine. So there's no change for sodium. So now let's look at iodine. So iodine will be one of the compounds we need to look at. And look at iodine. Iodine there is going to be negative. Okay, iodine there is going to be negative and reduced to iodine there 0. So that is going to be, so one element gonna go to reduction, the other one undergo oxidation according to oxidation number. So this is how it moves. So we have the x-axis from 0 there, we have 1, negative 2, negative 3, we have 1, 2 and 3. So if it moves from, let's say, if it moves to the right, okay, so if it moves to the right, let's say negative 3 to negative 2, negative 1 to 0, or 1 to 2, and so forth. So that is oxidation. So it has to go oxidation. So moving to the left, 3 to 2, let's make an example would be iron 3 plus, and then changes to iron 2 plus. So you can see that it's moving from the plus to moving actually to the left there. So it's from 3 to 2 going to the left. So to the left, that would be reduction, it's been reduced. So as we're moving to the left, it's reduced. So anything moving to the left in terms of the x-axis, and that means that left is reduction, moving to the right is oxidation. So proton is 1 unit, and then electron is also negative 1 unit. So we have 3 proton there, and then plus 2 proton, then they cancel each other, so you're gonna have 1 proton, which would be positive. So that's how it goes. So we have a situation like that where it's been reduced, and that means that one there will be gain of electrons, and that would be reduction. So that's a reduction. And the other thing we're gonna look at our last question. Our last question there is lead sulfide plus hydrogen peroxide. So lead there, we have lead which is 2 plus, and then also lead there which is 2 plus. So nothing happens there, no oxidation, no reduction, because there's been no change. So that's nothing happening there. Then let us look at sulfur. Sulfur, we got sulfur there, we're comparing to sulfur in the sulfate. So sulfur there is 2 negative. And then let's solve for sulfur and the sulfate. We know that sulfate is 2 negative. And then solving for sulfur that will be x plus 4 bracket. We know that oxygen is -2. So oxygen has a -2 charge. Is going to be sulfate as a whole has -2. So it's x minus 8 is equals to -2. So x is going to be 8 -2, and then that's going to be +6. So sulfate moves from -2 to +6. So that is going to be oxidation. It's been oxidized. Alright, next we're going to look at oxygen. There's oxygen moves from let's check for oxygen. So let oxygen there value going to be we have 2x and then plus 2. Hydrogen is 1 is 2, and then 2x minus is equals to -2, and divide both sides by 2. We have x is equals to -1. So oxygen there has moved from is -2 there on the product water compound. So oxygen has moved from -1 to oxygen to the charge 2 negative. So that means you can see that it's been moving to the left, so that's reduced. So that's it, our final answer. You can practice that and which other person other question. Don't forget to follow, subscribe. Thank you for watching.